So now it's the first of a series of dramatic changes in tone in this week's podcast as we move across to Prime Video for a new film comedy which arrived on Thursday the 4th of July. It's called Space Cadet. And here's a clip.
I'm going to be an astronaut. Oh my God. Wait, come again? Dear NASA. Oh, girl.
This resume will never get you in, but let's make a few changes that will.
Dear NASA, I've accomplished everything I've ever wanted.
Dr. Tiffany Simpson, you have been selected for astronaut training.
I'm gonna be an astronaut!
Yep, I think this has probably got the correct title because perhaps the person writing it was a bit of a space cadet because this is literally out of this world in lots of ways. I started watching this and thinking, yeah, I'm going to really enjoy this. And then it kind of just fell off a cliff in places. But yeah, it still was quite appealing and I didn't give up, if that makes sense. So this is, it starts off with the main character as a child with her mum. She dreams of going to space. They go and, watch a rocket going up and it's kind of that sort of all-American dream that she wants to go and do something amazing with NASA, and it's just all sort of very sweet and lovely. Then you move forward, you jump forward to when she's, and she's very, very cute as that little girl, I have to say, and then very sweet. And then you jump to later on and she's grown up and she still has dreams. She still wants for something more for herself, but her actual real life and everything that's gone on in it has kind of gotten in the way of her living this dream and being able to study and do all the things that she kind of originally wanted to do. So she finds herself, she's a really bubbly, excitable, beautiful person. She's played by Emma Roberts, and she's working in a Florida bar, and she also wrangles alligators. You see what I mean? Space cadet, you kind of get in the picture here. But she's determined to turn her life around. She doesn't want to just carry on doing this, even though she's great behind the bar and she's loved by everybody, and wrangling alligators is, seems easy to her. She wants to turn her life around, but she's got the help of her best friend, Nadine, who's played by Poppy Liu. Now, she has embellished her CV somewhat to include a fake degree, and this means that she can now, she now has experience of flying fighter jets too. So she manages to get onto this NASA course, and she then has to blag her way, through. I mean, she's been selected for this program. She's completely in over her head, and you can see where the fun and games, begin and end here. But she's very she's a very kind of loud, bubbly character, like I said, and probably not your average person that may be on this NASA program. I don't know. Perhaps I'm stereotyping, but she kind of doesn't fit that bill. But that's fine. She's gone on the program. But now it's a race against time to see if she can make it into space before this whole cover is blown. I mean, it's slightly disturbing the fact that she's got this far. And will anybody, really realise what she's doing? Because of course she's completely out of her depth. So it's very, very funny in places. It's very odd in places. And it's kind of, it's like somebody, I don't know, it does come together, but it's not what you think it's going to be at the very beginning, is what I would say. So it is very funny in places, and I think there's quite good comedy timing in there. But it's just the most kind of erratic, odd story that somebody, has kind of masterminded to create this. So I'd say it's one to watch, but it's quite out there. What do you think, Ian?
Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, isn't it? It's definitely got elements of Legally Blonde, I would say, where Reese Witherspoon's character is a fish out of water at law school. But then it's also got elements of things like the kind of Police Academy movies. So, yeah, Emma Roberts, who is Julia Roberts' niece, and her father, Eric Roberts, a famous actor, she's got funny bones. And she is the reason that, for the most part, it works, because as Rex, as she's known, she's just hilarious. She's absolutely brilliant. And you said it's bizarre. I'm not going to say how they do it, but the way that they manage to get the alligator wrestling backstory into the astronaut story is just, it will blow your mind. Her best friend, Nadine, as well, played by Poppy Liu, was very, very funny. She works in a gym, and she's a priceless character. And she's fielding all these phone calls, pretending to be all these different referees that she has put onto her mate's fake CV. So, yeah, I think it kind of goes off the rails a bit once she gets to the training program, the NASA training program. That's where it goes quite Police Academy. The characters are quite kind of two-dimensional, I would say, but it's still a lot of fun. They have a big night out, singing karaoke. They sing a very good Counting Crows song on the karaoke, don't they? They go to the planetarium. There's a bit of Top Gun type action as she does terrifyingly pilot a fighter jet despite having no flying experience. I was kind of disappointed that it couldn't keep up the momentum that it established in the first act, but yeah, it's still lots of fun, and yeah, I would like to see this character again. I would say. I mean, we had Legally Blonde 2. Why not Space Cadet 2?